Cycling, the sport of gentlemanly conduct, etiquette and unwritten rules that everyone abides by, most of the time. Of course, it's also fiercely competitive, and while a little tension is natural, there have been times where things have spilled over into a full-on tantrum, as these next 5 examples prove. We absolutely love the Red Hook Crit series here at GCN. High-octane street circuit racing, not to mention no brakes. All the competitors must ride fixed gear bikes, which is both exciting and terrifying in equal measure. Back in 2016, the disappointment of crashing out at the Milan Crit got the better of Jeremy Santucci, who took his frustrations out on his bike. Well, we say his bike. It turned out he'd actually borrowed it from a friend. I can imagine a few more things might have been thrown after his cycling buddy watched this clip. The cycling fraternity are a fairly sporting bunch. The rider that's beaten into second in a tight bunch sprint will often be the first to offer a handshake of congratulation to the winner after crossing the finish line. Unfortunately, One Pro Cycling's Hayden McCormack offered a slightly different gesture to Melton Sickle Classic winner Dan Fleeman. We understand that the New Zealander was annoyed that the 34-year-old Brit sprinted for the line in the last 300 metres. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I heard that sprinting for the finish is a pretty standard tactic to try and win bike races. We do see a fair few squabbles in the pro peloton, but rarely do pro cyclists engage in an actual fist fight. It looks embarrassing, ungainly, and just not cool. You need proof? Just look at these shots of Rui Costa and Carlos Barredo at the 2010 Tour de France. The two crossed handlebars in the closing kilometres of stage 6 that year, and Barredo went absolutely ballistic at the finish. After this skirmish, we can confidently say that they both ended up losers. Jump ahead 4 years, and this punch-up couldn't even wait until the finish. Gianluca Brambilla and Ivan Rovny had got into a large breakaway on the 16th stage of the 2014 Vuelta a España, and a debate about taking a turn on the front quickly escalated into an exchanging of punches, insults, and a hell of a lot of arm waving, leading ultimately to both riders being ejected from the race for bringing it into disrepute. Insane. Stage 3 of the 2017 Dubai Tour, and Marcel Kittel was defending his leader's blue jersey as the race veered into a sandstorm, forcing the riders to form echelons to shelter from the wind. Due to the stormy conditions, we actually lost the race feed for a little bit, but when coverage resumed, Kittel had a nasty looking cut above his left eye. We had a fair idea about what went on, but it wasn't until after the stage that all the details emerged. Astana's Andrei Grivko was the main offender. He took a swing at Kittel as they fought for position in the crosswinds. Unsurprisingly, the Ukrainian rider was disqualified, and comparisons were once again drawn between Kittel and Ivan Drago from Rocky. Seen a tantrum that we've missed here? Let us know in the comments section down below. If it's more controversy you're after, check out our top 5 cycling rivalries right here. And for the latest GCN show, click here.